Welcome to Mianpardeh podcast. In this episode, you will hear Act 3, Scene 4 of Hamlet by William Shakespeare. In this scene, Hamlet comes to his mother's chambers to confront her about her infidelity to his father. Thinking that King Claudius is eavesdropping behind the curtains, he stabs the vizier, Polonius. Later on, he acknowledges the consequences of his action. Julian Bumstay as Polonius and the Ghost, Kati Afshar as Gertrude, and Dadyar Vakili as Hamlet.
He will come straight. Look you lay home to him. Tell him his pranks have been too broad to bear with, and that your grace hath screened and stood between much heat in him. Oh, sconce me even here. Pray you be round with him.
Mother! Mother! Mother!
I'll warrant you. Fear me not. Withdraw. I hear him coming.
Now, mother, what's the matter?
Hamlet, thou hast thy father much offended.
Mother, you have my father much offended.
Come, you answer with an idle tongue.
Go, you question with the wicked tongue.
Why? How now, Hamlet?
What's the matter now?
Have you forgot me?
No, by the rood, not so. You are the queen, your husband's brother's wife, and, would it were not so, you are my mother.
Nay then, I'll set those to you that can speak.
Come and sit you down. You shall not budge. You go not till I set up a glass where you may see the inmost part of you.
What wilt thou do? Thou wilt not murder me. Help! Ho!
What? Ho! Help!
How now, a rat? Dead for a ducat dead.
Oh, I am slain.
Oh me! What hast thou done?
Nay, I know not. Is it the king?
Oh, what a rash and bloody deed is this!
A bloody deed. Almost as bad, good mother, as kill a king and marry with his brother.
As kill a king?
Aye, lady, 'twas my word. Thou wretched, rash, intruding fool. Farewell. I took thee for thy better. Take thy fortune. Thou find'st to be too busy in some danger. Leave wringing of your hands. Peace. Sit you down, let me wring your heart. For so I shall, if it be made of penetrable stuff, if damned custom have not brassed it so that it is proof and bulwark against sense.
What have I done, that thou darest wag thy tongue and noise so rude against me?
Such an act that blurs the grace and blush of modesty, calls virtue hypocrite, takes off the rose from the fair forehead of an innocent love and sets a blister there, makes marriage vows as false as dicers' oaths. Oh, such a deed as from a body of contraction plucks the very soul, and sweet religion makes a rhapsody of words. Heaven's face doth glow, ye, this solidity and compound mass, with tristful visage, as against the doom, is thought-sick at the act.
Ay me, what act that roars so loud and thunders in the index?
Look here, upon this picture, and on this, the counterfeit presentment of two brothers. See what a grace was seated on his brow? Hyperion's curls, the front of Jove himself, an eye like Mars to threaten and command, a station like the herald Mercury, new lighted on a heaven-kissing hill, a combination and form indeed where every god did seem to set his seal to give the world assurance of a man. This was your husband. Look you now what follows. Here is your husband, like a mildewed ear blasting his wholesome brother. Have you eyes? Could you on this fair mountain leave to feed and batten on this moor? Have you eyes? You cannot call it love, For at your age the heyday in the blood is tame, it's humble, and waits upon the judgment. And what judgment would step from this to this? Sense sure you have, else you could not have motion, but sure that sense is apoplexed. For madness would not err, nor sense to ecstasy was ne'er so thralled, but it reserved some quantity of choice to serve in such a difference. What devil was it that thus hath cozened you at Hoodman blind? Eyes without feeling, feeling without sight, ears without hands or eyes, smelling sense all, or but a sickly part of one true sense could not so mope. Oh shame, where is thy blush? Rebellious hell, if thou canst mutiny in a matron's bones, to flaming youth let virtue be as wax, and melt in her own fire. Proclaim no shame when the compulsive ardor gives the charge, since frost itself as actively doth burn, and reason panders will.
Oh, Hamlet, speak no more. Thou turn'st my eyes into my very soul, and there I see such black and graying spots as will not leave their tinct.
Nay, but to live in the rank sweat of an enseamed bed, stewed in corruption, honeying and making love over the nasty sty.
Oh, speak to me no more. These words, like daggers, enter in my ears. No more, sweet Hamlet.
A murderer and a villain. A slave that is not 20th part of the tithe of your precedent lord. A vice of kings, a cutpurse of the empire, and the rule that from the shelf the precious diadem stole and put in his pocket.
No more.
A king of shreds and patches. Save me and hover over me with your wings, you heavenly guards. What would your gracious figure?
Alas, he's mad.
Do you not come, your tardy son, to chide? That, lapsed in time and passion, lets go by the important act of your dread command? Oh, say!
Do not forget, this visitation is but to whet thy almost blunt purpose. But look, amazement on thy mother sits. Oh, step between her and her fighting soul. Conceit in weakest body's strongest works. Speak to her, Hamlet.
How is it with you, lady?
How is it with you, that you do bend your eyes on vacancy, and with the incorporeal air do hold discourse? Forth at your eyes your spirits wildly peep, and as the sleeping soldiers in the alarm, your bedded hair, like life in excrements, starts up and stands on end. O gentle sun, upon the heat and flame of thy distemper, sprinkle cooled patience. Whereon do you look?
On him! On him! Look how pale he glares. His form and cause conjoined, preaching to stones would make them capable. Do not look upon me, lest with this piteous action you convert my stern effects. Then what I have to do will want true colors, tears perchance for blood.
To whom do you speak this?
Do you see nothing there?
Nothing at all. Yet all that is I see.
Nor did you nothing hear?
No, nothing but ourselves.
Why, look you there, look! How it steals away. My father! In as habit as he lived. Look where he goes, even now, out the portal.
This is the very coinage of your brain. This bodiless creation, ecstasy, is very cunning in.
Ecstasy. My pulse as yours doth temperately keep time, and make as healthful music. It is not madness that I have uttered. Bring me to the test, and I the matter will reward which madness would gamble from. Mother, for love of grace,
Lay not that mattering unction to your soul that not your trespass, but my madness speaks. It will but skin and film the ulcerous place, whilst rank corruption, mining all within, infects unseen. Confess yourself to heaven. Repent what's past. Avoid what is to come. And do not spread the compost on the weeds to make them rancor. Forgive me this my virtue, for in the fatness of these pursy times, virtue itself a vice must pardon beg. Yea, curb and woo for leave to do him good.
O Hamlet, thou hast cleft my heart in twain.
Oh, throw away the worst part of it, and live the purer with the other half. Good night. But go not to mine uncle's bed. Assume a virtue if you have it not. That monster, custom, who all sense doth eat, of habits devil, is angel yet in this, that to the use of actions fair and good, he likewise gives a frock or livery that aptly is put on. Refrain tonight, and that shall lend a kind of easiness to the next abstinence, the next one more easy. For use almost can change the stamp of nature, and either house the devil or throw him out with wondrous potency. Once more, good night. And when you are desirous to be blessed, I'll blessing beg of you. For this same Lord I do repent. But heaven hath pleased it so to punish me with this and this with me, that I must be their scourge and minister. I will bestow him, and will answer well the death I gave him. So again, good night. I must be cruel only to be kind. Thus bad begins, and worse remains behind. One more word, good lady.
What shall I do?
Not this, by no means, that I bid you do. Let the bloat king tempt you again to bed, pinch wanton on your cheeks, call you his mouse, and let him, for a pair of reechy kisses, or paddling in your neck with his damned fingers, make you to ravel all this matter out, that I, essentially, am not in madness, but mad in craft. 'Twere good you let him know, for who that is but a queen fair, sober, wise, would from a paddock, from a bat, a gib, such dear concernings hide? Who would do so? No, in despite of sense and secrecy, unpeg the basket on the house's top, let the birds fly, and like the famous ape, to try conclusions, in the basket creep, and break your own neck down.
Be thou assured, if words were made of breath, and breath of life, I have no life to breathe what thou hast said to me.
I must to England, you know that.
Alack, I had forgot. This so concluded on.
There's letters sealed. And my two schoolfellows, whom I will trust as I will adders fanged, they bear the mandate. They must sweep my way and marshal me to knavery. Let it work. For 'tis the sport to have the engineer hoist with his own petard, and shall go hard. But I will delve 1 yard below their minds and blow them to the moon. Ah, 'tis most sweet when in one line two crafts directly meet. This man shall set me packing. I'll lug the guts into the neighbor room. Mother, good night. Indeed, this counselor is now most still, most secret, and most grave, who was in life a foolish prating knave. Come, sir, to draw towards an end with you. Good night, Mother.
Scene 4 of Act 3 contains 3 important revelations. 1. That Gertrude has been unaware of Claudius's murder of late King Hamlet. To hear a son upbraiding his mother in these terms and preaching to her thus is still deeply shocking. The effect of Hamlet's tirade on an Elizabethan audience, brought up to respect the 5th commandment, defies the imagination. Within the play, however, the prince accomplishes his purpose. Pierced by her son's dagger-like words, the queen, kind by nature, realizes something of what she has done. A new and trusting relationship develops between her and her son. 2. Hamlet confides in his mother that he's not mad, but acts as a fool to test Claudius's reactions. On Hamlet, the effect of the scene is profound. He undergoes a kind of catharsis. The horrible suspicion festering in his mind that his mother could well have been involved in and privy to the murder of his father is laid to rest in one brief exchange with her. Her 4 incredulous monosyllables, "As kill a king," are enough to convince Hamlet of Gertrude's innocence. His obsession with her infidelity to his father, and with the perverse and incomprehensible, as it seems to Hamlet, sexual appetite which has united her with Claudius, the satyr, is less easily disposed of. Hamlet returns to the subject time after time, despite the queen's repeated requests that he speak no more, and long after she has recognized and admitted her guilt. Even the intervention of the ghost fails to halt his irrepressible outburst of fascinated loathing for more than a moment. As though determined to purge his imagination, he continues on his course until he has cleansed his bosom of the poisonous stuff which has for so long weighed upon his heart. Hamlet leaves his mother's closet a saner and more mature man than he was when he entered it. From this point onwards, he is no longer preoccupied with the frailty of women, and ultimately, by the side of Ophelia's grave, he comes to acknowledge his own love for her. And 3. The ghost's final appearance in the play. Reinforced by Gertrude's inability to see the apparition, it is possible to think that the ghost is a creation of the prince's imagination. The ghost's precise nature is left mysterious and uncertain because its main function in the play is to tell Hamlet the great secret of the murder, but to do it in such a way and in such circumstances as to lead him to question its reliability. In 2 weeks' time, you will hear another episode of Shakespeare's Hamlet. Be with us. Thank you for listening.